Alright, what's up everyone, I'm Loki, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about Shaquem Griffin and what he could mean for the Seahawks pass rush this year. This will definitely be a pretty short video because there isn't too much to go off of for Shaquem Griffin, but I think that the prospect of him playing more snaps this season will be pretty interesting, and Pete Carroll has said that he does want to play him more. Before that though, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for 1,000 subscribers. It's absolutely insane the amount of support that I've been getting, and I can't thank you guys enough. Also, the next video will be the face reveal for 1,000 subscribers, and I'll also throw in some tips for how I grew on YouTube for anyone who's interested in that. But on to the video, Shaquem Griffin is definitely an interesting player in the NFL. He only has one hand, and the story between him and his brother is absolutely amazing. Shaquill Griffin, his brother, gave up a lot of scholarships to be able to play with his brother Shaquem at the same college, so it's definitely a very wholesome thing to see that happen. And Shaquem Griffin going against all odds with only one hand, making it to the NFL, being the fastest linebacker in the NFL Combine, is definitely a very great story. So honestly, if you don't know Shaquem Griffin's story and you don't know Shaquem Griffin as a whole, I would 100% recommend you to look him up, look up his story, and it'll basically force you to root for him. Unfortunately, he does not see the field too often. At least in his first 2 seasons, he did not see many defensive snaps. He definitely played most of his time on the special teams side of the football. Last season in 2019, Shaquem Griffin only saw 96 defensive snaps, which makes up less than 10% of the total snaps of the team. However, Shaquem Griffin did see a little bit of defensive time in the playoffs, and he did record his first NFL sack against the Green Bay Packers on a clutch third down play, along with his brother who actually got the sack along with him, and they both celebrated afterwards. It was definitely a very nice sight to see. Unfortunately, the Seahawks did lose that game though. Although Shaquem Griffin hasn't had much of an opportunity to prove himself in the NFL, his athleticism is almost undeniable. He ran a 4.38 40-yard dash in the combine, which is actually a record for linebackers. Although the rest of his combine numbers weren't anything too amazing, I think that you cannot deny that Shaquem Griffin could definitely be a good speed rusher on the edge, and I think Pete Carroll sees this. It's been said that Pete Carroll wants to use Shaquem Griffin's speed more as a pass rusher this season and give him more opportunities. It's also been said that during off-season workouts, Pete Carroll has moved Shaquem Griffin around, putting him as weak side linebacker in nickel packages and strong side in base sets. This will definitely allow Shaquem Griffin to help the team much more as a pass rusher, and I think that this is Pete Carroll trying to give Shaquem Griffin more opportunities. And as a fan of the Seahawks and as a fan of Shaquem Griffin, I would love to see Shaquem Griffin on the field much more, and I think almost any Seahawks fan would be willing to give him a shot. Pete Carroll has also said himself that Shaquem Griffin moving around between weak side linebacker and strong side linebacker has worked really well for him in the off-season workouts. I personally believe that Shaquem Griffin should get more opportunities, and I believe that this year he will. Pete Carroll seems like he has been liking what he's been doing in off-season workouts, and if Shaquem Griffin does get more opportunities, I think me and other Seahawks fans would be happy to see him on the field. We really just have to see how he'll do in the pass rush this year, because if he can bring the speed on the edge, I think that could be a big factor when it comes to our pass rush. Honestly, coming off of a horrible season last year in the pass rush, the Seahawks really just need anyone who can possibly help them. And I believe Shaquem Griffin, if we give him the opportunities, he could be an interesting option. And if he does actually end up getting sacks and bringing value to the team on the pass rush side, I think that almost every single Seahawks fan will love him. And one final thing that I wanted to go over before this video ends was Shaquem Griffin's college stats, because although he hasn't done much in the NFL, his college stats are actually pretty good. In his junior year with UCF, he recorded a total of 92 tackles, 20 tackles for loss, and 11.5 sacks. And in his senior year, he totaled 74 tackles, 13.5 tackles for loss, and 7 sacks. So honestly, I do believe that Shaquem Griffin has the potential to actually help us in the pass rush this season, and I'd love to see him get some opportunities. Shaquem Griffin's story is a great one, and he's loved by a lot of Seahawks fans and a lot of NFL fans in general, so to see him on the field much more would definitely be a nice sight to see. And if he could bring value to this team on the pass rush front, it would definitely be a big help. And that's going to do it for this video. What do you guys think? Do you think that Shaquem Griffin should get more of an opportunity this year? And if he does get an opportunity, how do you think he'll do? Predict his stats in the comments below, and leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.